Marisol, all I can say is this. You have at least, I'm going to say, you got at least 2 weeks or so. I will give you that. 2 weeks. 2 Sundays from now, minimum. Could be longer, but I'll give you at least 2 weeks to come clean with our children. To come clean. Could be longer, but I'm going to give you at least 2 weeks to listen to these videos, all of them, to listen to the truth. Anything you want to say, again, before I send these to my children, you have till then. At that time, I will, sometime after 2 weeks, my children will get these videos. Whether or not they listen to them or not or whatever. Maybe they won't today, but they will next year. I don't know. But I will be free of my responsibility to them in relation to the truth. To what I promised them, that when they got older, they would know what happened. And now it's not only that, I'm not waiting until they get to be 18, all of them and all that. No, they're old enough now. If they were old enough to make a decision to change their names from Bano to Busquets and all that, and etc., then they're old enough to know the truth now. And then my responsibility in that arena will be over with them. I will have done what I said I was going to do. And then, you know, we go from there. We go from there. All I can say is this, Marisol, and I'll tell you this for sure. When I learned the truth about what happened between my father and my mother in the marriage, I told my mother this. I said, Mom, you could have done a lot of things because of what Dad did. But I told her one thing. Had you done anything to, you personally, had done anything to separate me from my father, if I had learned that that is what you had done, you'd never see me ever again. And my mom never did. Matter of fact, she tried to always keep us with our father, no matter how much she was hurting, no matter what. But had she'd never see me again. Marisol, come clean with our children. With me, don't worry about me. I'm not concerned about you, man. I don't want you in my life. I don't have any love for you anymore. None. I don't wish you any harm. I wish the best for you in the rest of your life. Live it to whatever extent you live it and all that. My life is turning around tremendously for the great. It is a sadness to me, I will be honest with you, that you're not a part of what's happening, because yeah, I know you suffered a lot in our marriage in relation to the financial. So it would have been absolutely incredible for you to be a part of what's happening here and receive the fruit for everything that you and I during our marriage were without, and we suffered and all that because of our beliefs, my belief, because it's obvious you don't believe in that. I'm sure you filed your taxes and all that, etc., and all that kind of stuff. Sure you did that, and all that kind of stuff. And you know what's interesting, and I'm going to look up for the next video, I'm going to go in and look at what Ian wrote. He says something about decisions that you and I had made. And I'd really like to ask. I'm gonna answer that back to Ian, because I'd like him to clarify a lot of the stuff in the letter. Now Ian's going to get this for him to listen to and all that. And I don't know. Maybe one of these days, Ian and I can be really good friends. I don't know. There's been so much damage that has been done, and that's one of the reasons for these videos is to try to minimize as much as possible the damage that's being done to Katya, Isaac, and Christian by you and the Busquets, because of all the lies and everything. And I can say, without any intent, I just know you've lied. I mean, you lied during the whole. To me, the marriage was a lie. It was a fraud. You lied during the divorce, left and right. So what's next to lie to our children? Nothing. But these videos, I really shouldn't call them the videos because of me. My talking with them, sharing with them about everything is to clear all that up. That's going to be hard for them. Katya, Isaac, and Christian, that's going to be hard for you. Especially if I'm correct that you have been lied to left and right, as I believe you have been, and probably by most, if not all, of the Busquets. And to all of a sudden come across what I'm sharing, it's going to be hard on you three. And I pray that the Holy Spirit, and I pray for Yeshua to guard your hearts in this arena. I pray that He guard your hearts. These videos are not in any way, shape, or form intended to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. But you cannot live in a lie, and the truth hurts. Just like the truth hurt me when I realized that I had been betrayed by your mother. Betrayal by the Busquets was easy because I've never been accepted by your grandparents and all that. Oh, I do want to give you your grandparents' phone number in Virginia so that you hopefully will call them. It's 804-909-0852. I hope that you call your grandparents before Grandpa Bob or Grandma die. I hope that you do. Because it's not something that I want you to remember the rest of your lives that you didn't call them. Now, believe me, I know that your mother doesn't want you to call them. I know that the Busquets don't want you to call them. Believe me, I know that. I believe that firmly. But now you have their numbers. You have their numbers, and I'm going to make sure that on it. So let me look at Skype. I talk to them a lot. I love my mom and dad, big time. Let's see. Yeah, 804-909-0452. That's 804-909-0452. You need to call them. You have no idea the hurt and the pain that they suffer from not hearing from you. You have no idea the hurt and the suffering never getting a phone call from you. Unbelievable. When I look at the whole thing, unbelievable. But I mainly look at you, Marisol, that you would do that to their grandparents. Unbelievable. And not have them call their grandparents up. You know, I look at this whole thing and I know unequivocally in every way, shape, or form, I could never have done what you've done. Number one, I could never have filed for divorce, period. I married you the way, through your fraud, but I married you, and till death, no matter what. And I never would have committed adultery. Now, I know you wanted me to commit adultery. You wanted a reason for years, and this is truth. I believe this firmly. For years, you wanted a reason for a divorce. With Michael Hensdale, you got it, even though he faked it. Now, do I know this? Did Michael Hensdale tell me this? No, as I mentioned before in the other videos. No, now, did he commit, after you filed for divorce, you were still married? And yes, after that, I mean, he did commit adultery because you know, before he remarried, he did. But the time that you filed divorce, as I mentioned earlier, he had not committed adultery, but he needed out of the marriage. Now, Michael can deny this and that. I don't know. Like I told you, I got this from a really good friend of his, like his closest buddy at Faith Landmarks, who I didn't ask him to share anything with me. It was just a conversation we had after I returned, after a conversation that was had after, that I found out about and all that, et cetera, after I returned to Richmond. So it's just mind-blowing. But anyway, I tell you, it's just when you look at the whole picture of everything, it's just absolutely. I never in a million years would have thought that with you, Marisol, that this was who you were. But then at the same time, but you know, I had another dream. I don't think I shared this. Remember, I told you the dream the night that I got the paper and you accused me that I would molest my children, that I would physically abuse them if they came with me. I mean, just incredible. Just incredible. I had a second dream. I'm going to share that with you at this time. So, but we're going